All right, you guys. Hey, this is Saturday, May the 66 degrees, Saturday, May the 10th, here, okay, 9:57 a.m. So anyway, I was trying to show y'all the cute big old time and weather. 66 degrees, 9:57 a.m., Saturday, May the 10th. I love May. How about you? Anyway, it is, if you believe in that. I don't believe in it, and I used to check it all the time, and then I'd be like, John, I'm not getting into this demon stuff, but this is Taurus season. Into what, May the 20th or whatever. And, you know, that stuff. I would read several different zodiac signs way back in the past and go, I could relate to that on any given day from any one of those, so whatever. If a date and time determines your personality and how you react to things like everybody else in that same time and space, well, not same time, but time frame, I guess, of the year, determines your outcome, then why do we have so many problems making decisions? Maybe some of us don't. But you make a decision to do something or not every single day, and the decisions that you do make for the betterment of what your goals are and your agenda for the day, your success at the end of your career or whatever, all those decisions that you made, are they predetermined by your zodiac sign? Should you just follow suit? Should you just wake up and go, well, whatever happens today, I don't think I really need to make any major decisions or be bothered by anything. Worrying is not a thing. I'm a Taurus and this is just what we do. I'm inside all the time. I get bothered by people. I'll tell a be off or not speak to them and act like they don't exist, because that's more of a Taurus thing to do. Should I follow suit? I don't know. Whatever it is. But if you believe in it, cool. Or not cool. You make that decision. So if you can see, all my water is down here. It's basically, don't tell DJ, but I'll be in his lime juice and lemon that he mixes drinks with, and I'll be pouring it a little bit, a dash of lemon and a dash of lime. The lime is so good and strong, so there's more lime in this one. And then I crush ice. See all that crushed ice? And I make it real crushed in my blender. I'm watching for DJ to pass by the window because he hasn't come home yet. I'm gonna get in trouble by my son. I'm 60, he's 32. I'm gonna get in trouble. But anyway, since the last video, I did brush my hair back and put it in, because I ain't got time to be curling it. That's all ice, baby. And some sugar. That tang and sweet is so perfect. I tried it with the peach syrup that he had one time, and I don't like it. And then I put too much sugar in it, I didn't like it. So I'm gonna stick with the lemon and lime, but don't tell my son. Don't be commenting and then hope he see the video one day, because God knows my kids don't watch my videos. And my grandkids and nobody. But when I'm gone, this is what they're there for. I should have talked to my grandma. I should have talked to my mama more. Well, she was talking to us, so hey mama, how you doing? Hi Tasha. Hi Dante. Hi buddy. I love you. Not that I don't love the other ones, but that's the last person I got a message from. I love you too, Ma. Him and Tasha call me Ma. I'd like to be called Mommy. I ain't your Ma. I ain't from the East Coast. I ain't from New Jersey. But their dad is and their uncles are, and I think that's where they get it from, and they've lived there, and we've lived there, and they've lived there, and so anyway, with all that, I'm Ma to the East Coast raised kids. Truly, they was born in different places, but they was really raised in Florida. But you ain't heard that from me. And hello, my king son Dante. Did I say that already? And I talked about DJ because he gonna I'm gonna get in trouble for drinking up his lemon and lime. That's not what this video is about. Hello. I came back because I'm getting ready to I finally got my jewels out of the room. I've been doing stuff. I did make my breakfast. I made 3 eggs. I like to blend my eggs in my blender and whip them up so they're really scrambled. Put the seasoning in, you know, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoning salts, Tony seasoning salt, whatever. Pepper, love pepper. So put all the seasonings in and whip the heck out of my eggs until they're so fluffy and foamy. And then, you know, olive oil or butter, the pan. Today I used olive oil, DJ's very virgin, expensive olive oil, whatever. So he lets me use stuff up. He doesn't mind. I've done enough. And I'm still going to do. So he doesn't mind. It's a back and forth. It's a 50-50. It's son and mom taking care of one another. Right now, he's taking more care as far as finances. But, I mean, I do the dishes. I mean, they go in the dishwasher. I cook if he wanted, but he makes his own dinner and lunch and whatever. You know, he's grown. I'm grown. We just live like we live. Anyway, I mean, I used to pay more rent, okay, than he did. I used to pay all my bills. Now, then I went to paying 3/4 of them to nothing. Again, that's not here nor there. I start my job Monday, and I've rectified that situation. Y'all know I was going to go back to work. That's what I do. I take some time, thank God, thank TJ, thank my kids, because they all come in. There was that one year I told y'all, each one of my kids bought some art for me, except for Tasha. She don't need none. She got enough of my art. But, and then selling art to other people. I was like literally surviving off my art sales. So I wasn't starving either, because again, I got family. If I go to my sister's now, again, I don't buy food when I'm at my sister's. My sister takes care of me. But she's that type of person. Now, of course, I'm going to kick in. My sister knows. My sister knows. I'll probably send her a few $100s for the weekend I spent. Okay? So anyway, it's coming, Spring. It's coming, DJ. Because it always does. And my goal is to literally pay rent in 2 places. Pay half of my rent here, like I was doing before, and then pay rent for my own apartment in Kansas City or Topeka. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, Kansas City. This Missouri's where my family is, but I think I want to live in Topeka. I want to be close where I can just go to the center and talk to people. Like, I don't have that here in Texas, and I know I don't venture out enough, but that's enough of that. So, but I don't know, I might end up back home in Topeka because it's 7 hours away from here, and then in 45 minutes to an hour to Missouri. And so if I lived in Missouri, I always thought, well, I can just go to Topeka on the weekends and do my art and whatever. Don't have to live there away from my family. So it kind of depends on what I'm going to be doing every single day or more of the week in one place than the other is where I want my apartment. Both places are around the same price. So because I want this show to be in July or August, it would behoove me to stay in Topeka and then go see my family on the weekends, right? Right? Makes sense. Plus I get to just be home. Okay. I'm gonna stop because I love my friends. My friends are my family in Topeka. My friends are my family. And then in Missouri, I'm going to my favorite bookstore in Kansas City. And then I can go to the plaza. I can go with my sister Tanya. I love going to 18th and Vine with my sister Tanya. I miss her. I want to go. I didn't even get to see her last time. This was not a visit a whole bunch of people trip. I mean, come on. I drove 8 hours to see my niece and nephew being born, and I didn't get to see him being born. But because of the complications she had, that was my goal. and I needed to see my sister and ease her mind because she said, "Hey, I need you here. No pressure, but I need you." Boom. This is what happened. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna show you some books. I'm gonna title this books so that y'all can watch, because you know it was a booktube channel. It's called Whitmore Reads. That's who I am. Because I liked Black Cake and watched the miniseries. Twice I watched the miniseries. It was so good. I hope it's still on there. What was it on? Was it on Netflix or I don't have Netflix anymore because we had, you know, Hulu, Netflix, Max, and of course Tubi's free. But for those four, and then we have Prime. So we have 5 things. I let my Prime go because I was paying for that. I was like, I don't need this. Because once you watch what was on Prime and you're done with it, it's like all the other stuff is on all the other channels. Hulu, I do want to get that back. We had Hulu, but it's like we got too much. He was paying for Hulu, Netflix, and Max. So the only one he keeps because he likes Succession, but he don't even watch TV anymore like that. He just don't. He watches as much YouTube as I have. I'm watching YouTube now. I'm watching Cause, the documentary on him, which I got my signed shoes in my trunk, which I treat like trash. I could probably sell them for $1,000. But anyway. I went to the library yesterday, and these are the books I got. Now, I took some pictures, and I will probably post them in a little post thing. Probably do that today, so by the time you see this, you would have already seen it. And I checked out 4 books, and I didn't check them out completely and leave. I just picked them up off the shelves, was reading them, thought this would be interesting. I was trying to figure out what I was in the mood for, so I went to the nonfiction section immediately. And then I end up in the women's history or women's memoirs and biographies and all kind of stuff, all to deal with women. So I got 4 of those off the shelf and sat down at the library, read about 2 pages of each book and some of the prologues and what have you, and got to certain points on like just kind of weeding them out. Oh, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to read about trauma. I don't want to read about your hard time and then now that you're all successful. And one of them was written so fluffy, and one of them was just kind of essays with her talking to other women and telling their stories, which could have been good. They all could have been good. They all could have been 4 or 5 stars. They all could have been. And the one that I really kind of wanted was Oh Sinners, right? And she wrote something called Dancing as well. And so I got really interested in, number one reason why I got interested in it, because it was the thickest book that I chose out of those 4. And I love big books. You guys know that this is tome 25, or I should be reading 25 tomes. Okay, or listening, which is still reading to me because I'm giving it my undivided attention. I do like physical books more. I'm not going to lie. It's just that I'm an artist and this is what I do. My hands are painting. I need a story, like I've said, so I listen when I can't hold a book. But I put all 4 of them back because I just wasn't interested. But what got me to put Sinners back is the reviews. So I opened up Goodreads, and I know that doesn't always determine. Sometimes it'll be a whole bunch of 2s and 3s, and I'll still get it, and I might like it. Whatever. Sometimes they spot on. But anyway, so I look at both Sinners, and there's like a 5-star, right? Well, I think the first one, I don't know the order, and I'm not under my name on there, but anyway. Neither here nor there. So I look and there's like a 2-star, and she was just kind of giving it a bad review and her thoughts and so forth. She didn't give any spoilers, but I read enough of it. And I'm like, okay, let me go to the next one. I bet you there's some 4 or 5 stars because whatever. She just sounded sour. Okay. And then I hit her name. I was like, am I following this person? Why am I getting her views? No, I wasn't. So thank goodness. But anyway, there was a 5-star, and they got it free from NetGalley or something, whatever. They got an ARC, an advanced reader copy, and it was like a 5-star, and it was like, this is the best book, blah, 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 whatever. You know, like, I'm not lying. Like, why would you say, unless that's your tag phrase, I'm not lying, why would you just say that? You got a free book. I'm not lying. Like, nobody's going to believe you just because it was free. I don't believe you. But anyway, So it was a really good review. I read half of it and I got tired of her saying I'm not lying. So I bypassed that. I was like, okay, well, she liked it. Another one liked it. Another person that got it free. Glowing 5-star review. 1 stars, 2 stars, whatever. So I put those centers back because I ain't got time to be wasting my time on a tome for tome 25 that I don't know about yet. I want to read some really good literature. If it's a tome, especially. Okay? So anyway, so I was like, maybe I'm just not in the mood for books because I got loads of books on my Libby app. I got to really do a lot of painting and sewing. What am I doing talking on these videos every day? So, yeah, I'm making time. The ice is starting to melt. Ooh, that's good. I just don't want to drink a lot because I'll get a brain freeze. It's really cold. We don't even have the air conditioner on. It's 66 degrees outside. So anyway, I was like, well, maybe I'm just not in the mood. I got my Ann Patchett books still here. I didn't turn anything in. But you can have like 25 books, so I only got like maybe 4 library books checked out. Yeah. So anyway, 4 or 5, because okay, whatever. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll just read the library books that are checked out already, listening to the Libby app, and I'll only get something that is a physical read that I really truly like, an writers or artists that I've read before and enjoyed. So because I like Black Cake, I got this, Good Dirt. And it's by Charmaine Wilkerson, New York Times bestselling author of Black Cake. And of course, everybody's doing these very colorful. Oops, I got some water on it. Glad it's got the library glue on it. Goo, which is plastic. Good Dirt. So it looks like a person. And the other looks like a cracked vase. Oh, it's a vase that's cracked. And you can see a person's face in it. Okay. You see that? You see the handle? And the mouth of the vase? And the vase goes down and it's cracked on one side and then a vase forming. Pretty cool. Good Dirt. Can't wait to read it. And I didn't read anything about it. I don't know the synopsis. Definitely just picked it up because I loved Black Cake. I saw somebody talk about Black Cake and I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I don't need to hear you. Stop boring me with your hate. So anyway, and if you, I mean, I'm just saying all this to say, we all have different tastes. I'm not hating, but it's fun because you're in the book community. You can say good stuff and bad stuff, right? All right. Then I got this. I literally went to the graphic books section because I was trying to find the series that Rincey Reed talked about umpteen years ago, and and of course a lot of people talked about it, but I can't think of the name. It was a series about, it was like a guy and girl relationship, graphic novel. I don't know what the name of it is, but I can see the thing. I even went to Rincey Reed's channel a couple of times and looked through old videos trying to find it. Can't find it. I don't know if the videos are just gone because it literally has probably been over 10 years. I don't know. But I got this, and the reason why I picked up this graphic novel, because look how big it is. This, I'm gonna cuss. This bee is heavy. This thing is heavy, y'all. It's heavy. It's so arty. Look at that. 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 Okay, so it's called, I have to, okay, Habibi. And it's Craig Thompson, author of Blankets. And I was like, I like it because when I look at the cover, it looks like an Indian lady, and the writing looks Indian, and then Habibi. And then the young girl she's holding looks like a black girl. So it's a pretty little black girl, right? Like me. And then on the back looks like a black man and an Indian woman, right? Habibi. And then the third one looks like a black man again and an Indian woman. Habibi. So Craig Thompson, don't know who Craig Thompson is, and that's one of the best things I love about my library or bookstores, but mainly the library, because I get to pick up new authors to me, okay, free. So I'll look up Craig Thompson. You guys are probably going, you should know Craig Thompson. And I love that you're going to say that negative stuff. Like, you're so ignorant. You should know who Craig Thompson is if you're going to pick up his book just because the pictures are cute and you want to finish writing your graphic novel and maybe steal some of his art ideas. No, I don't. At all, because I'm not that good. Craig Thompson, graphic novel author of Blankets and Habibi. I love doing stuff like that. Anyway, I just want to see him, Craig Thompson. Are these the only books? Anyway, 2 came up because I actually asked for them. So let's look at Craig Thompson. Okay, still all, ooh, whoa, all these beautiful pictures that are inside this book. And, oh, is he a white man? Hold on. I just want to see Craig Thompson. Okay, so anyway, he's either white or Indian. Okay, so this is Craig Thompson for you and I that don't know. Okay, and for those of you who do, this is redundant, but I love learning about new things. There's a new person born every day, and I've been born 60 years ago, and guess what? There's a zillion, trillion things for me to learn. Why don't you teach me down in the comment section something that you haven't seen on this channel as far as books or art even, because that's all I do is I look up a new artist every day. I remember living in Florida, and I would tell my friend Anthony Spades, hi Anthony Spades, the man with the most beautiful smile in the world. He makes you happy. He gives me the butterflies when he smiles because it's so pretty. Anyway, hi Anthony Spades, I love you. And our friendship, we were just friends. Seriously, we were co-workers, right? So when I say I love you, I used to tell Anthony every single day I find something to fall in love with, right? And usually I'm always looking up another artist or a writer, new book covers, new book story, new this, that, and the third. Or if I'm looking at something in the Bible that I've already read, I want a new Bible verse that relates to me different because I'm now in this age and it's kind of brand new to me in a different way. It brings me a different type of joy or enlightenment, right? So every single day you can fall in love with something, right? The way the wind blew today is different on the trees than it was yesterday. It may look the same, but now that you're in it and witnessing it from the outside instead of looking into it or at it inside your home through the window, go out there and feel it. Fall in love with that breeze. It'll never be the same because you're not the same. You're a day older. I don't know. Just experience life and fall in love with something, right? So let me read a little bit about Craig Thompson before all of you who like to judge people. I hate when people do that. So why am I doing that? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Not really. I'm just silly. So Craig Thompson on Wikipedia. Okay, so I just want to know about him, where he's from. Is he American? Is he not? Craig Matthew Thompson, born September 21st, 1975. I'm 10 years older than him, so he's 50 this year in September. He's an American graphic novelist, best known for his books Goodbye, Chunky Rice, Blankets, Carnet de Voyage, Habibi, Space Dumplings, that's cute, and Ginseng Roots. Thompson has received 4 Harvey Awards, 3 Eisner Awards, and 2 Ignatz, I-G-N-A-T-Z, Ignatz Awards. I don't know. In 2007, again, something new for me. In 2007, his cover design for the Menomina album, Friend and Foe, received a Grammy nomination for Best Recording Package. Well, okay, Craig Thompson, you better get it. Okay, Thompson at 2011 Brooklyn Book Festival. That's where this picture that I just showed you came from. They're listing the source. He was born in Traverse City, Michigan. I guess this is a whole video dedicated to Craig Thompson, new to me writer, by way of his graphic novel Habibi. If you're just now tuning in, I am Denise Diane of Whitmore Reads, aka Nisi, aka Art Books Life, aka Shush It Up and Continue. Area, writer, penciler, inker. That's what it lists as his area of expertise, maybe his, okay, notable works, Goodbye Chunky, most of the books that I just read. And then they've got his website, early life, career, style, influences, blah, 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 personal life. Let's see if he got some marriages and kids. Thompson has explained that he is no longer a Christian. Ooh, okay. We're learning something about Mr. Thompson. I'm sorry, I'm looking at another art documentary. Cause went off. Oh my God.